Para sa akin ba talaga ang freelancing? An ISTJ answers. Magandang araw sa inyo, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gina G FM. Feeling lost ka ba as a freelancer? Or matatawag mo ba ang sarili mo na freelancer ka pa rin per se kung ikaw naman ay may isang full-time online work lang? As in, isa lang. Na parang bang employed ka pa rin pero remote worker nga lang. Sa true lang, yan ang struggle ko mga friends. Kasi feeling ko parang di naman ako freelancer. In fact, may nabasa ako somewhere na ang ISTJ people like me, usually hindi daw sila hiyang sa freelancing per se. Kasi gusto nila long-term engagement. Steady kumbaga at hindi yung pa-hop in ka talaga from one client to another. Actually, I resonate with that. Kayo ba? Merong bang merong bang listeners dito na ISTJ? I'm actually curious. Kaya if ISTJ ka, let me know. Kasi sa true lang, okay lang naman ako sa mga turo sa freelancing, especially sa the freelance movement tribe, which I am a part of. Pero yun nga, mentally taxing sa akin yung may sari-saring client ka. Iba-iba ang specific needs nila. Kahit pa isa lang yung service mo. Let's say, email marketing, tas one niche lang. Let's say, health brands. You can even be as specific as serving only vegan brands. Para sa akin, masakit pa din yun sa ulo. Kasi nga, I realized recently lang na ganun pala ako pagdating sa relationships. Kumbaga, isang very close best friend lang in my innermost human circle. Emphasize lang natin yung human circle, no? Kasi, syempre, pinaka-close pa din si God. Especially for a believer like me. Anyway, ayun nga. Isang human best friend lang. Tapos, the rest of my friends or peers, I keep them from a distance. May protective barrier talaga ako sa sarili ko. So it's like that when it comes to client getting as a freelancer. Actually, I was able to juggle 2 clients. Pero nawala din yung isa. Ang mali ko doon, long-term, full-time na nga yung first client ko. I added ba a second one that is mentally full-time din. And instead na sinunod ko yung turo talaga sa the freelance movement tribe, ayun nga, yung service ko sa second client, hindi lang isa. Meaning, sari-sari. So, I felt overwhelmed sa mental energy ko and sa oras ko na din. Eventually, I wasn't able to give my best dun sa second client. Kaya, we broke up. Actually, for a while, na nag-work ako dun sa second client, may times na gusto ko na lang talagang bumitaw sa kanya. Pero nag-try pa din ako na mag-adjust. Kumbaga, I asked her for a different arrangement. Kasi ganito yon. Ang service ko talaga sa first client is email marketing. Kay second client, kasi alam niya na ISTJ ako. Ang responsibility ko sa kanya is more on project management. Now picture this, para naman mas gets mo, no? As a listener ngayon, yung ISTJ kasi, that is an MBTI type, diba? MBTI as in Myers-Briggs type indicator. Yung ISTJ kasi, that's very introverted. If trained ka naman, like me, as in, nung kahit bata ka pa, may exposure ka sa church pulpit and speaking in front of a crowd, on stage, giving a speech or a sermon, you're good. As in, okay ka naman sa mga ganyan-ganyang high energy activities. But notice this, diba? When you're speaking in front of a crowd, you're doing it from a distance. Alam mo ako, I become like another person when I stand up on stage. Di ko ako nga dati. Nasa super saiyan mode ako niyan. Anyway, nga, kahit introvert ako, I can do that. I can speak on stage. I've had training since childhood. Not a formal training naman, just had actual experiences of being there and speaking in front of people. Again, the point is it's done from a distance. I connect with lots of people, as in a huge crowd, but I do that from a distance. As an ISTJ, that's still introvert friendly for me. Now, once I go down from that stage and the lights are out, and individuals, as in specific people, come to me one by one to try and talk to me, that's a different story. That would be less of an introvert-friendly experience for me. You see the pattern now? Okay? Pag up close and personal, I limit myself to just one person. That's it. If we're in a group discussion, that's okay. I can share my insights. In fact, I love sharing insights. But I'll always have that barrier surrounding me. Automatic yan. Now, ganyan din sa client relationship ko. I find myself most successful and satisfied when I work with just one client pero long term. Steady. Full time. Parang siya yung client best friend ko, kumbaga. Now, ito. If ever mag-add ng other clients, project-based na lang talaga. Pero you know what? That's freelancing actually, diba? Yung meron kang freelance engagement with different clients na as in by project, yung relationship nyo, pwede din naman retainer. As in, may defined services ka for a certain client. Long-term and steady din. Di lang full-time. Pero at least long-term and steady. So yeah, in a way, actually I could say I'm a freelancer still. But ideally, kasi nga introvert ako. Specifically an ISTJ, I would prefer if I could just engage with people from a distance. And because it's not every day na I get to be on stage and speak in front of a huge audience, then I guess creatorpreneur is the way talaga. Hence this YouTube channel. Hence you listening to this right now. Parang this is my way of creating an opportunity for myself. So para sa akin ba, nga ba, ang freelancing? I guess I have my style of doing it. Maraming freelancers kasi who scale by becoming agency owners. That's not my adventure. I'm just thankful na there's YouTube, for example, where I can choose my own adventure. Yung choose your own adventure, yan pala yung theme natin nung recently concluded Tribe X 2023. I was there sa Visayas leg kasi it was held in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao simultaneously. Sa Cebu City yung Visayas leg. I was there. Wala naman creatorpreneur doon sa speakers sa Visayas, but how I wish meron. Siguro ako na yan. Pero sa next Tribex na, pagka napundar ko na talaga tong YouTube ko, actually, sabog pa nga tong channel ko na to eh. Kaya naman I named it kcLyf kasi nga, it's just my life that I'm sharing. Do I have a theme? No. And yes. No, kasi sari-sari din ang content ko dito. But yes kasi it's all about my life. And I'm hoping lang naman na that my life can, and my story, can be a blessing to someone. Merriam-Webster's word of the year for 2023 is authentic. I guess that's really fitting for my 2023 as well. Your journey. again. That's really fitting for my 2023 journey, right? Kasi this year ko lang nasimulan itong channel. This year ko din nakuha yung second client. Pero this year lang din siya nawala.
Paalam na aking
Pero after I moved on, I think naging mas masaya ako. Kasi naayos ko din talaga yung pagbuhos ko ng puso ko sa work ko dun sa first client ko. As an ISTJ, ako kasi yung type na I really learn from actual experience and I'm able to draw strength from it the moment it becomes part of me, as in part of my past. That's my SI, as in introverted sensing na cognitive function. That's my hero function. Now, that's an MBTI concept. I really want to discuss that later, pero not in this video. If you're interested, you can subscribe. Anyway, back to the main question. Para sa akin ba talaga ang freelancing? I do think I can have it as a part of my life. I can freelance, but it's not my main thing. My main thing is creatorpreneurship. Kasi I love creating, I love writing, I love telling my own story. I've learned about this this superpower of mine over the years. This is really part of my ikigai. And as in, I can pour my time and energy into this kahit wala pang bayad at first. You see, you're listening to this now, you're watching this for free. But I'm happy still. As in, your ikigai is something that energizes you, but yeah, even while you're pouring energy into it. Again, let me do that again. Your ikigai is something that energizes you, even if, or even while you're pouring energy into it. You know what? I'm not earning dito. Not yet pa. Okay? Kasi ang konti pa lang ng subscribers ko. But I will. Sooner or later. Syempre, part naman ng ikigai concept is that it's something you can be paid for. I believe I can be paid for this one day. I'm just investing in here now because I'm going to make it happen. Childhood dream? Exactly. This is exactly part of my childhood dream. Alam niyo kung ano yung sinabi ko nung bata ako? Bata ba ako? I can still picture myself nung time na yun. I was squatting on the floor, reading out loud from a Grolier encyclopedia. Sabi ko, how I wish ang work ko in the future is just me reading something from a book out loud. Well, of course, it was in Bisaya English, not Taglish. I translated it lang so you can get it. Anyway, it's happening now. It would seem surreal para sa mga N, as in intuitive types, yung INFP for example. This would seem an over-the-rainbow experience kasi nga, nagkakatotoo siya. But then again naman, ISTJ. So, yung reaction ko, less emotional. But nonetheless, I'm really, totally, absolutely grateful. Now, the next question is, ikaw, para sa'yo ba ang freelancing? I guess it depends talaga sa personality type mo, sa identity mo. Kasi baka naman bridge mo lang yung freelancing into something na childhood dream mo talaga. Tulad ko. As in, gusto ko lang talaga meron akong content creation studio. Wala pa tayo dun. Pero I'm making use of what I have. Saan ba nag-start si Toni Gonzaga sa Toni Talks? Ang simple lang ng setup niya nun. But she made use of it. Ganito lang din ang ginagawa ko ngayon. Let me repeat. Ganito lang din ang ginagawa ko ngayon.
Parang gento, ano kaya mo? Sino kayang bumbunan makakita lang ng...
O diba, 18 din tayo. Anyway, ayun na nga. I think I answered the question. Self-interview to, kumbaga. With an imaginary friend na kumakausap sa akin. Eh, ganyan naman ako ng bata ako. Nagtatago ako sa kwarto, tapos nagsasalita as if I have an audience or as if I'm being interviewed. Ang weird. Ganun talaga. Relate ka ba? Once again, mga kaibigan, this is Gina G. Ay, mali. Gina. Ay, mali. Karen po. And this is Gina G FM on kcLyf.